On to Pakistan now, which is walking a tightrope between big-ticket global investments and a rapidly worsening security situation back at home. While Islamabad tries to woo Washington with promises of mineral wealth and diplomatic mediation, the ground reality in the resource-rich Balochistan province is becoming increasingly violent. It all began with a symbolic gesture. In the Oval Office last September, remember, Pakistan's Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir presented President Trump with a wooden box filled with raw gems and minerals. It immediately caught a lot of attention as many hinted that Pakistan is ready to break away from Chinese dominance and shift its lucrative mining sector towards Washington. Soon after the meeting, Trump praised Munir as a very nice guy, and the praise soon transpired into action after the U.S. announced investments worth $1.3 billion in Balochistan, which is home to vast reserves of critical minerals. At the same time, Pakistan has been trying to position itself as a regional mediator, as it is trying to position itself as a champion of peace by mediating the talks between the U.S. and Iran. But then this growing economic and diplomatic momentum is also colliding with a harsh reality on the ground. At the center of this major challenge is the Baloch Liberation Army. The BLA is the flag bearer of that decades-long movement seeking an independent Balochistan, a region that stretches across western Pakistan and touches parts of Iran and Afghanistan. Now, this insurgency is not new, of course. It dates back to the very creation of Pakistan. But in recent years, it has become far more intense, a lot more organized, and also far more deadly. The group has carried out hundreds of attacks targeting security forces, infrastructure, increasingly economic projects linked to foreign investment as well. And the scale of the threat was laid bare on the 31st of January. When more than 500 BLA fighters launched a coordinated assault across Balochistan. They struck at least 18 targets in 12 different areas in a highly synchronized operation that left at least 58 people dead, including 36 civilians and 22 security personnel. Pakistan's military said that it responded forcefully, killing over 200 militants and regaining control of the affected regions. That's what it said. But the BLA is not alone. Other groups like the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, also known as the Pakistani Taliban, have also expanded their presence in Balochistan. While these groups differ ideologically in a way, their methods are increasingly similar, including the use of suicide bombings and high-impact attacks. And this has made the insurgency not just a local issue, but a complex, multi-layered security crisis there. And there's another dimension adding to Pakistan's concerns. The ongoing conflict in West Asia could further destabilize the region. Pakistani officials fear that any power vacuum in eastern Iran could allow groups like the BLA to expand their operations, moving more freely across the porous borders. And this also directly threatens the very investments that Pakistan is seeking to attract. And that risk is already being felt by global companies. Barrick Mining Corporation, which owns a 50% stake in the massive project, has announced it will slow development until at least mid-2027, citing security concerns in Pakistan and the wider region, of course. And the uncertainty does not end there. The U.S. Export-Import Bank, which backed the investment, and the State Department are yet to clarify regarding the future of their engagement. So that's another question mark. On the China front, there are mixed signals, but slightly better in a major relief for the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Chinese company Hangeng Group has reversed its decision to shut down factory operations in both Pakistan as well as China. It will now restart work at its Gwadar facility. So that's a major development. The company had earlier halted operations due to nearly 3 months of losses. It claimed that export approvals from China customs stayed blocked, and these endless delays made business impossible. The reversal also coming just ahead of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, expected to visit China, where he is likely to participate in a business investment forum aimed at reviving economic momentum. But the big question also is, can Pakistan balance these massive economic opportunities with the ground realities of the worsening security situation?